What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going over the player compensation and state of the early access that was posted in Discord by Solid Age. This is posted today, not too long ago, and we're just going to go over and see what they're talking about. I'm going to have the Discord in the description if you guys haven't joined in yet. This is going to be the Discord for Wayfinder, but with that said, let's go ahead and check it out. Greetings, Wayfinders. It feels great to write to you about something other than servers and login queues for once. We wanted to highlight some of the things our team is working on to address that linger from the early access launch. We also wanted to discuss our first patch, first content update, and more. Compensation. We understand that early access was rocky, to say the least, and we could have done better. We're happy now to report increased capacity, stability, and no queue. That's kind of a small, like 1 minute, 2 minute queue. We promised compensation for the aggravation and for the time you lost not playing. Today, the following have been granted to every account that attempted to log in between 8:17 and 8:25. There's that week of downtime there. A Wayfinder token to unlock a Wayfinder of your choice, 1100 rune silver, and 5 reward tower keys. What do you guys think about that? I think if we look at it from a monetization value, we're looking at like $15 for a Wayfinder token or a Wayfinder. They're like $15, right? I haven't looked. 1100 rune silver. If we're just going straight for the dollar value, that's $11. Well, we could say $10. So we're looking at $25, $26, and then 5 reward tower keys, which are 150 rune silver a key, I believe. So we're looking at like $30, $35, $40, something like that around there for a monetization compensation package if you want to look at it that way. Or you just look at it as the items they are, digital items. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Attempted login means having installed the game and pressed login and being presented with the EULA. Players do not need to have actually entered the game to receive this package. We hope players accept this package as an apology for the state of the game upon launch, and also as a thank you to those that have stuck around and played daily. Use the token to grab a new character, buy a weapon, or some housing decorations with the rune silver, and enjoy the game in its much improved state. We also have something special for all you Wayfinders later in the year. Stay tuned. I'm guessing it's going to be the Wayfinder title, which everybody feels we should all have. Store and rune silver purchases. We are aware that there continue to be issues with the store at times. We focused on getting people into the game last week, and that is why this was put on the back burner. We're happy to report that we recently solved the insufficient funds error players were getting, and players should now be able to use the rune silver that's in their wallet. Now, before you guys go crazy about, oh, they fixed the store, what about all these other issues? Somebody in the Discord literally complained about the store not being fixed and that they didn't care about the game, and they're like, we prioritized fixing the queue servers instead of putting on the wait server, instead of fixing the store that causes you to give us money. We did this instead. So I want y'all to think about that a little bit. They are working on everything, apparently. We're looking to address the following soon. You can make a rune silver purchase, but the rune silver never shows in your wallet. You cannot purchase rune silver at all. So don't purchase any rune silver at all right now. We have also adjusted the skin and weapons price discussed in our previous communication right at launch. Anyone that made a purchase at the previous price point has been refunded the rune silver. And moving forward, we've adjusted the prices permanently for similar weapons and items. So they have adjusted the prices that they talked about. So if somebody was looking for that, you should see the adjusted prices in the game. I'm not sure what they are. I'll have to go and look and see. Due to the sheer number of issues we saw launch week, our customer support is slammed. We're aware of some tickets being over a week old. While we can work to catch up, we'll also be fortifying processes and responses to hopefully streamline things and get back to players soon. Remember, the awesome customer support team is learning alongside us and you, so we appreciate your understanding and patience. So I want to say that I've seen some of those. I saw a bot go off in the Discord when somebody asked a question about a certain thing that answered the question for them. And I think it was about the skin looking like a gun. So they answered that question with the bot. And they probably have some other bots that can answer more frequently asked questions, I guess. Cross-save lost progression. When linking your PlayStation Network or Steam account to a DE account, there have been cases of players losing progress because one of the platforms overwrites the other. We think this process can be a lot cleaner, and we're going to tackle it soon so it cuts down on frustration as well as customer support requests. Currently, that data is not deleted or lost, and customer support can assist you because it's overwriting it, but not in a destructive method. It's just putting it on top of the other one. So you kind of have to go no to the other one so the previous data can be revealed. Big bugs we're tracking. We wanted to make sure the community was aware of 3 big issues that we have prioritized due to the conversation from players on Discord, Reddit, and all social sites. All of these fixes are underway, and once we have a solution, we'll hot fix as soon as we can. Talon of Pyre. Currently, if you're in the Highlands instance and it disconnects you, it's probably because someone in that Highlands has taken on the Talon of Pyre world boss, and in some scenarios, it can totally crash the Highlands instance. While we had a fix in our first patch, it did not resolve it. Then I guess it wasn't a fix. Selling accessories. This is a frustrating thing for all, especially those that demand a nice clean inventory. We are currently checking a fix and hope to have it soon. We do not have an ETA. Weapons showing as rifles. This one is also tricky and our team is working on it. We know that it stinks not being able to use your shiny new Tooth and Claw or Epitaph, so we're trying to get a fix in as soon as we can, and we'll communicate it when we have an ETA. I wonder what's actually causing that to happen though. Like, you would think the weapons would be chained, linked to a specific code, and that item, the graphic and everything will also be linked in like a package and we'll just go to that. So I wonder why it's choosing a rifle to show that weapon. It's kind of weird. Patch 1 is live with some fixes, adjustments, and balance changes. We're happy to report things like the worm will now appear sooner, while Dread Legion might not call for help as much as before. It's important to note that this patch does not have a ton of adjustments or bugs you might have encountered in early access, as it was mostly locked down before it went live, meaning the next patch will address some early access feedback directly. So if you want to see the full patch notes, I did make a video. The last video talks about the patch notes. But that was something I didn't mention, is that they said that this was a patch before early access. So we had a lot of things come up, feedback that we wanted to get fixed, that we countered in early access, and hopefully that'll be in that next patch that we get. First content update. As you saw during the Level Infinite showcase at Gamescom, the first content patch is coming in a few weeks. This timeline has shifted slightly due to our focus on fixing the server issues, but it shouldn't be too long. It'll include a new weapon, new hunts, new quests, and more. There's also been a roadmap update, which says if you haven't seen our roadmap, check it out here. It was recently updated with a few things we prioritized based on your feedback on feature upvote. These include Frost March expansion, echo adjustments, and streamlining resources. We'll continue to review requests and features and be updating the roadmap from time to time. So I'll take a look at the roadmap here at the end, see if we can find anything that has been updated. And okay, we lied. I guess we'll talk about some servers more. We continue to make almost daily adjustments to the servers and matchmaking as a whole. We have more stability now than we did before and can operate at 3 times our launch capacity, but are also aware that people are still disconnecting from time to time. We recently included a fix for unable to save user data in the most recent patch, and will continue to monitor for issues and deployment hotfixes. We're thankful for those that have continued this journey with us and helped us out of the negative to mixed reviews on Steam. If you played Wayfinder at all, we kindly ask you to leave a review, good or bad, as it really does help the game. We believe we turned a big corner with the game and can now turn our eyes to improving it with your continued help. Be sure to use feature upvote for bugs and suggestions. The team looks at it daily and makes suggestions have already moved into our roadmaps. Thanks again for hanging in during our rocky start. The team is hugely motivated by your passion for the game, and we're excited for the future Airship Syndicate. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this roadmap. Now guys, if you are fans or want to follow Wayfinder while I'm pulling this up, make sure you follow the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, because this channel is going to be covering a lot of Wayfinder, mostly Wayfinder. So here's the roadmap. Let's see if there's anything new. That's good. Frost March expansion. Echoes can be broken down into dust, and that is used for upgrades to simplify inventories as well as resources. Nice, nice. Resource simplification. They plan on reducing number of tiered spectras. Event resource rework, combining a lot of resources into one common to an area, so less RNG dependent when you're trying to track down a specific event resource to craft something. Mutators to force Trickster, Loot Goblin, Phoenix, which will still have unique resources. So that's cool, I guess. They're trying to make it so you don't have to get the Trickster on random. You'll be able to get the Trickster coins a little more frequently. The Loot Goblins, I feel like that should still be kind of random. They do give you some good loot, but I think the randomness of Loot Goblins are okay. And the Phoenix has a pretty interesting echo. There's 2 Phoenixes actually, so I wonder which Phoenix we'll have. There's a fire one and then there's a silver one, which both operate differently. So interesting. I think that's all the updates that they have on here. Those are all the ones with the green bars over them. What do you guys think about that latest update that we got? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This wasn't really a planned video, but I'm glad they have this information out now, because we're gonna have a busy weekend, which I'll talk to you about in the community section. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.